recording. So I try to draw my stroke shape. If I do it in one stroke, what how wide or how thick the line will be. This is like a little too fat, too thick. So you want to keep that thing. And I see some part like the two layers almost like. So I just copy. I trust the original book. I don't question that. I just copy what I see here on the book. Okay, and so it's like a fireworks. The dry force is coming, so you can think about the gravity. It's like that, right? So there's a generally like a firework. When I mean it's like this. So it's this with a curve, with a slightly curve. But the leaf, I understand, is quite stiff. So you might want to have one side of the leaf more like straight. So not that kind of give it a support, a bone. We call it a bone structure. Bones means the structure. Okay. So yeah, this is called. We see that, and there is on the bottom of that there's a stem, right? Something like that. So that comes from this imaginative center, and you can dot at the center if you want. So that pointed to the center. Now when you have a overlapping, so you want to find the center first. Let's say if it's here, yeah, you can just start from the center, and then this is a supporting group. It's behind, so relatively shorter. And okay, here is a typical example. Here you see that bending tip. That's a feature I expect to see in a palm. See, that's typical, right? A bending tip. So you can draw it's like a blade, kitchen knife, and then with a little bended tip. Okay. Yeah, it could be a little corner there, just to add to the bone or the structure. You can make it behind this. When you have two lines crossing, you want to yield. So the back one yield to the front one, right? So when you draw this, you have to be very clear. But when you paint with a direct method, you can overlap them. But there's a difference in tonality. Maybe also the power of a stroke could vary. The ones behind is smaller and weaker. And I'm out of room, but on the lower right, you will see another big one. So the ones in between the two major ones are smaller. So we see the rhythm. So there's the whole side, like the block. I see it like this. So you might draw this in your mind before you paint. It's like something like this. So 1, 2, maybe 3 on top. But if I just do this 2, and I can see a partial crossing, almost like okay, maybe closer to this center. It could be a little bit further down. And then I see another one here overlapping. Yeah, slightly with this, I think, not overlapping with this. So that's the kind of underlying structure, you might want to plan ahead. And then even better, you just start with the envelope shape. Let's say you have a general idea of a triangle on the lower right, right? And then you see 3 big circle like that, and then some small circle combine that. So it's a general, that kind of general structure is always helpful to keep in mind. So when we do the tree, if you want to put something underneath it, it will be something like let's see, I have to use keep using this paper. So yeah, we can just do a draft tree. So this one will be put underneath before we do. So you can simplify this design into just like big shapes. Okay, like we can draw. Imagine you put a plastic on top of the leaves, and you see something like that, right? Actually, yeah, it's something like that. So this is a big block, and you can just see. And here it's something like that. So just draw out the.
Oh, make a draft first.
Yeah, draft. Yeah, you can draft it. So you can even shade it. Something. You can put some shape. Just draw a map. Map it out. So that controls the in and out, and you can draw some just like that, and just draw the just plan out the road map, the road map of the tree. If I go to a museum, I only have 3 minutes to jot down the composition. What I do, I probably just do this, right? Then when I got home, I may draw a reference, just one, maybe one group, to
right.
Yeah, something like that to remind myself. You may draw it. You may draw just the one leaf like that, just or say this is done with the outline. That's it. So the whole shape is more important.
Okay.
Even when the ancient artists did do the design, they have this kind of draft, and we have found some of them in like the hidden chamber of a Buddhist cave, something like this. So this kind of template.
So there is more to it than just this. A draft is a very good thing.
Yeah. So you can just put the silk, more expensive paper or something. So the draft, you can use any scrap paper, any drawing paper to do. They use like those bamboo paper, those brown paper, those yellowish. So then you see, if I want to adjust the height, I can adjust a little bit. So I put this paper a little bit higher and lower the tree. I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Still, if the whole tree thing is too big, you have to do it again, right? And then I go back to draw this. There's another thing I want to remind you that when you draw this trunk, you want to keep it how to say, it's good to have the bone stroke on maybe on one side. I see the right side is a little thicker, so you can do it a little stronger. But in the end, it's gradually become narrower. And I can see on the left side, it's a little bit thinner and more like lost and found. Could be a little. We call this solid and or hard and soft. Yeah, and for the texture, you want to keep it thin so they don't compete with the contour, and dry. So you want to dry the brush and keep it fine, and don't do it like this. Let me show you. You want to alternate. Alternate means let me draw a pipe thing first, okay? And then you let me do don'ts. Don't do something like this or like this, right? They're too how to say, too artificial kind of. So to make it a natural, you want to make it more organic. What I see is you don't have to start from the all the time. Start from the edge all the time. It can go. There's a slant. You see that, and then this side a little bit, and then you alternate. You know, they alternate like this, right? Or so the light part travels. If I draw a S shape, this is the void part. So you see what I mean? So the unpainted part, not in the middle, but kind of goes yeah, left and right. Okay, you see, I try to copy. If you copy exactly, you'll get. But the thing is, if we don't learn the mind of the ancient, we are enslaved to. If you just do every stroke exactly, then you got that rhythm. But what about your own rhythm? You know, so you have to learn the method, the idea, right, behind. So you see the white part travels from here, and here there's no or less here, and then goes from the edge towards this part, and then start from the opposite side. So it gives you a little bit dynamic. So there's some only like a very short ones, you know. That's what I think. You try to get more rhythmic, get it with more rhythm. Okay, don't do it like mechanically or mindless. And then we can do this flowers or tassel, whatever looks like drapery something. But there's something in the front, so you need to have that in the front. I don't know where it comes from. I better do this little branch there. So I think we don't need to copy exactly. I just try to illustrate some point. Okay, and so you want to do some leaves in the front, and then if you have the draft, there's not a big deal. You know, you can start from the things in the back, but avoid what's in the front, right? Because you already can see through my draft is there, right? But if you don't have, you better do the leaves in the front first, right? And then you do the leaves behind. I mean the trunk, the stems behind. Okay, so
I can work on it from here, Henry. I think I
yeah,
got
you
the
understand
point.
the
Yeah.
procedure. Try to control, then try to just copy that. I think in the same style. That's the reason we copy. If you can do the outline better, then when you come to spontaneous style, it will help.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's with that in mind, let me see. We can go for the another. It's a related tree. It's called banana. So palm and banana. Many people cannot distinguish them. I guess I have banana in my home.
We do too.
You still, yeah, you cannot tell them, huh? The differences. Okay, but banana has this longer leaf with a center stem. So if I draw it, let me just draw it since we have this drawing here. Before we paint, I can draw this. To see, I think we have a drawing style in the front. Did we pass that? I should. Oh, I think we should go back to this one. This one, I think. Sorry, I think I jumped ahead. This is the one we did in one of my group class.
On the holidays. We
Yeah,
did.
in the holidays, the white snowy banana. Yeah, here's the. This is a very important lesson because I can see the master Chibashi applied this technique when he first saw the real banana tree in Canton. He did that white banana. So he didn't use any color, just draw this. And then we will do the bonus style, okay? So from this painting, maybe we'll just do a partial tree because I don't expect we can copy the whole scene without making mistakes. We just try to make mistakes first.
You recommend a draft for this one as well?
Let's do. You can draw with a pencil, maybe. Or since I'm using scrap paper, I treat this like a sketch
Okay.
itself. So I just show you the process I would do. So you would draw with the from the center, starting from center first. Okay, the bending leaf in the front. That's what I'm doing, and this
Okay.
determines the angle. So when you paint this, you want to use the clock system to identify the time, the angle. What time is this? The clock in the clock, 12, 6, so 7, right? 7,
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is about 7 o'clock, and then you do this side skirt. I call it skirt.
Right.
So it's getting narrower towards the center, and on the front you can draw this a little horizontal. It's not exactly like a little bit angle, because they tend to have this angle, this 10-degree angle maybe. So it's a little bit linked to the left and the right. You can treat that as a vein, that like this veins. So you can omit that first vein. You can add that. So just draw the skirt. Okay, when I draw this skirt, I kind of try to match the left side. So the swell, the kind of shrink together, huh? Does it symmetrical? Don't have to, huh? I don't think so. So there's a broken leaf, I think. So on this side, I see more kind of broken, and this is more like so we just try to learn while we do some study, initial like a preparatory study. So I can see some mistakes I will avoid. So there are some parts like here, the lid part, the artists have left it white. We can do that later. But I want to understand the structure first. So those details, it's easy, as long as you have the contour not right, the structure right. So this this stem goes to the trunk, right? The trunk is like here, straight. So it bend a little bit. It's very hard to match this point here, right here, to this point. So they should match. Can you imagine if this one does not towards the top, then you will have trouble. And then this is the back view. So we try to understand the perspective. Although they don't have the Western concept of perspective, they do paint in front of their eyes. So depending on what they see, right? So automatically they will draw this kind of relationship, the back and so we call it four directions of the branch or the leaves, right? So because they overlap. Okay, this is one. If you can do 2 or 3, then it will be easier to develop. So we just do this part, study this. Okay, here is a V shape. So this one goes to the. Actually, I see there's something lower there. There's a broken stem under it, right here and here. That's the first pair, left and right, and then this 2 pair above with the actual leaves. On this leaf, you know what? I thought this one belongs to the bending leaf, but actually it's not. So here's the trick. I think he did this one from somewhere we don't really know. Yeah, it's just an illusion of reality, but not exactly a copy. You know what French. I think that's so. Again, the total the profile or the silhouette counts more important, because they are basically doing the silhouette of the outer shape of the tree, the plant, without be bound by individual turns and details. So here, at the first glance, you might think, oh, this is like this one leaf. Actually, it's not. Okay, right? Logically, it's not. So then, this is the extension of that branch under this banded one that goes to the right. So we need to just practice a little bit. And so when he organized, the author of this book compiled this, you can see all the time the traffic is directed. I call it traffic direction. So when you have a busy intersection, there's the police. You are the policeman. Okay, you will say, oh, this guy goes. You stop there and then make room, for the other guy, kind of like. So this intersection is very complicated, but you need to understand. So this tip of leaf belongs to yet another individual stem, right? So this one is belongs to this second stem we did. So all the other details, stroke is a secondary importance. We need to make the structure, very complicated structure, work. But you can also see the freedom of this kind of style. The whole thing is that you want to assume or presume that is real, but not bound by anything elusive, according to elusive perspective or other cliche. I think, okay, here is the secret I just discovered. There are three layers. Can we identify 3 layers? Can you? So if I just draw very simple shape here, I think this will help. I just realized. So the first layer is the 4 leaves. So identify this 4 leaves first. So this is the front, the first that comes first, right? Something like this. And here, so this 3. This 3, I just draw a big feather shape. Okay, this 3, and here the 4th one. So the first group is that no hidden part or less.
I see them. I see them.
Yeah, that's one. Sorry, this is one. So this is number first step. We must come
First step.
Yeah, and then you do the second. I think they can be maybe the size. Just do the large one, and then this smaller one. But you have to think about the 3rd group, which is kind of behind on the opposite side of the trees, like. So there's something here. I will just darken them. So I'll just use black. So
it looks to me like once you've got the front layer set, putting in the back leaves doesn't look as hard.
Yeah. So
in relation to the rest.
Right. So I think it's wrong that I started doing this number 3 here. You see, I should not do this. That's we learn from experience. Okay, so yeah, we have to decode the process, and I think it's usually the correct one is the best one, right?
Yeah.
Most efficient one. So like this is a quote from Master Qi Baishi. He says, the shortest way is the best way. Yeah, so if I just draw this shape, I don't, without going to detail, you will see. So that's the.
Now that you have that in, the rest of it's going to be easier.
Yeah. So you can see that. Okay, here is the. So now you understand see, this is the stem that goes up here. So let me just darken it. So that's the 3rd layer. So the one I just I already did the veins is the first layer, and this could be also the first layer, right? And then the second layer, and then the 3rd layer. It could be just 2 layers, one in the front, one in the back. Yeah.
You almost see two. You could see it in 2 layers pretty simply.
Yeah, just 2 layers. So, that's with that in mind, we should be able to do it. So we made enough mistake. And another thing is before we do any, like we draw this big blob thing, we need to draw something like a mushroom shape or something, just to plan ahead the map out the big shape, something like that. So something, and the center maybe, just the we call this gesture drawing, right? You know the word gesture drawing? Yeah, it also applies to tree gesture. So if we have this gesture drawing underneath it, this is the vein of the leaves. supposed to be. It could be more accurate, you know. So that may help. Then I put a clean paper on top of this gesture, so I can do this now. Okay. The worst thing happens is, you know, you find something wrong in the middle of details. So we need to keep an eye on the whole painting or the whole shape, whole form before as we do the details. So I'll use a larger brush to do. I think I just use this small one. Feels good. Sorry, I'm going back and forth.
Oh, it's quite all right.
Okay.
This is just one gigantic drawing problem that I've got for the next 4 weeks.
Oh, really? So
I
yeah,
mean, don't you think this is a drawing issue?
yeah, it's a drawing issue. So I adjusted the composition. I tried to make a little room for the baby trees underneath it. Let me just do this. So here I make this corner a little bit more room. So let's try to draw this out. See if we can do that. And skirt, not as very round, but kind of, we call it the skirt. And here is this is the front side, so it should be a little even bigger than the other side, right? And there's split, so the broken leaves, kind of. I try to control my my drive, you know, to do any detail. I want to finish the whole thing, then I'll have fun. I do
Adding the detail.
adding the details. So yeah, people tend to do the details first. They think it's the most difficult part, but actually not. Yeah. So let me just concentrate on the stem, the longer lines first. I forgot about the little baby in front, but let me just do it without that. Logically, you should do the baby tree in the corner first, because that comes in the front. Okay, but if I don't do this skirt, I cannot do the right side, so I have to do this skirt now, and then I know this. Actually, I do believe they did the shape of the leaf before the stems, right? So the stem goes behind, comes later. Yeah. Well, and again, you know, I think I did. Oh, there are two separate leaves. I was confused. I do have two lines. Then one goes up there, and then one. So this one actually is on the right side, and this one goes up. And let me just do the firework lines all the time. So they do vary in height. So this one is pretty high, all the way up there. And this one is in between, but I have to do the skirt again. Maybe we just concentrate on the outer line, but you do have the split too. It's very realistic. I can't believe how realistic this looks like. You know, I have the three broken leaves. We have a banana is blooming actually. After this class, I'm more confident to do a plein air painting, I think, of my banana tree blooming.
That would make a nice painting.
Yeah, I will. And okay, here's the.
Yeah, my husband won a prize for his bananas.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
you have a
he
banana?
likes to grow bananas.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
he grows it in your yard, or
In the yard.
oh yeah, wow. Okay, I stop. I'm trying to stop my intention to do the details too soon. Let me just draw all the contours. Okay, and that's tree number one. Then there's overlapping tree behind. For that one, I will use a little bit lighter maybe. Just I realized that the drawing is wrong because I put the trunk too far away. Let me move it a little bit closer. So the gap between the two is narrower than I thought. You have to check constantly, correct the compositional issues. Here, yeah, that's the. If I did the detail too fast, I easily got lost in the, that see-through point to continue the chi of this upper stem, and then I kind of cut off the connection on top. So that's another lesson, learning opportunity. Okay. Even I did the draft, I can still, if I don't follow, I can still make a same mistake. This one tends to be a little smaller, so you can make the point sharper when you do this. And this is a very subtle difference. You can see this one getting narrower in the center, smaller strokes. I try to distinguish them. Okay.
But this is just a drawing problem, is what it is. So.
Well, yeah, I think most problem it has to do with drawing. That's why drawing is so fundamental.
Yeah.
That it's the if you paint with drawing in your mind, the shape, the form and the value, it all has everything is could be wrong in the stage of drawing. When you just draw with a pencil. So that's very important, especially this kind of detailed style. It's basically, see, that's and you only when you draw you see things, you notice things, and you identify the details. Then the pleasure of doing this is so rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I will shade I will add the details for this back tree first. So in Western style, we may do that because the front tree is more yellowish and the lid, where the back tree is more bluish, maybe darker. So I just use the shading kind of. So this could be called the veins. I just call it shading.
Okay.
To in the sense of drawing, it just contrasts out the front, with the front part. So you can see now the one white, one green, or one gray, whatever. The two trees, right? You see it?
Well, I think I understand what I have to practice.
Yeah. So you want to make sure which is which. See, this is the back of the leaf. So this veins goes up. That's very important, right? This is in the front, so it goes like this.
They go down.
My praise and also critique for you is like you are very patient. I can see, but I always see you do the same painting over and over again without much improvement. You should have. So what I suggest is, instead of doing 3 paintings, you want to spend same amount of time on one painting. Just go
Okay.
by step. Yeah, start from drawing.
Good. Thank you for that critique. I appreciate that.
So you will use your time more efficiently and get more improvement. So pay more attention on detail instead of doing quick drawings, paintings, like draft paintings repeatedly. You want to spend more time to do one good, very accurate,
Okay.
very detailed copy, I call it. Very, very detailed copy. So
Right.
just
I know I do that. I somehow I think if I do it over and over again, I'll memorize it, and then
but you unless you learn from each painting, avoid the same mistake. But
okay.
your mistake is related to the speed you're doing and the procedure, maybe because you're doing it too fast. You just do conceptual drawing, not really
Yeah.
get into the details.
Okay.
The you do see the wholeness of the painting maybe, but I want you to see the details as well.
Okay. Well, this will certainly push me toward the details.
Yeah. So like this one is very complicated. You might want to spend whole day on this one when you
Okay.
practice. And let's just do another style. After you have done this, when you come to the other freehand style, it's a joy. Okay, let me show you. We can just do it on this on the side without drawing the reference. Now you understand the principle much better, right? So I will start with you want to use a scissor to get light ink. Don't use black. That's another thing I want to let you know, because the print they got is black and white, as we're supposed to use gray for the leaf.
Okay.
And also the trunk, I think basically it's a very light green plant, so you want to use medium, maybe just the medium dark is enough. Yeah, and then dry the brush to do the trunk. So let's start with this small one on the corner. Let me see. So on this small tree, just cover this whatever this stand is. It has this long stem on the right side, right? And then this is a V cut. Okay, V cut and goes down like that. I start from the split here, and just draw a trunk, and then you can reload with a little more. We can draw that upper leaf. I think it's in the middle of this V, something like that. And there's a center corn. You know, the new leaf grows and open. You can see the little in the other one too. It's supposed to be more straight, right? But it's a little bit kind of like that. Like let me do that first. Very light, just like a twisted leaf, right? And this is actually there could be a little line, but small kind of, maybe just the 3 or 5 strokes on top that matters the most. Okay, and this is the intended color, so I can use a little darker one for the mature leaves. On the lower part, you can use a dark leaf. See if that makes the tender leaf stand out. So 2 strokes. This is the bloomed one. I mean opened one. It could be it belongs to different stems, but all we care is the whole shape. So I don't really know which one is which. So the left side is like that. There's a top one there. The right side, you have to yield to the center corn, or what do you call the growth, the young leaf. There's little tip, I think, something like that. So the right side is use a little water. 3 or 4 group 3. Let's do 3. One big, one medium, one small, and then one big and medium, just like that. So there's a rhythm again, right? Yeah, it's just a half of the leaf on this side, and then there's indication of the other half, just like that. Like, let me do it just a little more. Let's just see. So this is near the bottom of the stem. Yeah. You see that?
Yeah.
You understand the structure? If I draw this, it will be this is the corn in the center, and then a leaf next to it, still young. Maybe this one belongs to this one, I think, and then this one on this side, and a little bit here, right? So that's the idea. Abstractly, but don't just do this, because if you do this and you repeat many times, you're not learning. That's what I see in most of your work. You just do straight lines without exactly learning the strokes. Like this stroke is very descriptive, like that. So you're using, so you can almost see how the brushes hold, and then draw, like this, right? So this 2 strokes on the bottom, like that. Okay, now we do the big tree. You can start from the leaf, maybe. Let me do it on the top. I don't want to confuse your eye. I just take the bottom. We don't need that help anymore. So I just do it on top. Okay. I can start from the center of the split, the V connection. So left, right. It should be straight. down, and straight slant. I don't want to do too many, so we just do the front ones first. One, see this, two. It's almost like calligraphy, right? See this? You can practice that. Practice that. Yeah, this 3 strokes, beautiful strokes. You need to practice the grouping. Okay, and then this side is lower, so it's actually from here, starting from here, right? Okay, you can draw the stem briefly, and then you start doing left and right. 1, 2. Oh, you can do the right side first. I think that's also okay. And the left side, you can do it from outside in. I think it could. No matter what you do, you need to make this shape work. If you take advantage of the shape of the brush, you can do it from like that. Let me see. I try to do that. Seems not easy. Or you have to do it like lifting, either pressing or lifting. Maybe I think not easy, huh? Like this. Yeah, I think the best way maybe is from the center out. So here's the center, or from outside in. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Outside in. I think outside in. You can do this side differently, maybe, but it's not. There's no rule, so you have to decide according to your custom or what your habit. You can do it either way, as long as you can get that. But those upper part I can see is done like this, from outside in, yeah, like that. It's kind of, I can see that. So something like pressing, lifting, yeah. So you draw the vein first. This is very calligraphic, which means practice a lot. You need to practice a lot. So this is like here, and then you have to kind of add all the strokes on one. That needs a little control. So you need to load the brush not too wet. Buy you some time to control. If the brush is too wet or the paper smearing, you have to do it fast. Okay, then the top, there's almost like a flying stroke, so you can go very freely like that, and then goes down. So the top stroke could be from bottom up, and then you go from top down, right? Or you can go from outside in. It's also okay, as long as you can get the same effect. And then this corn is like that. So you can leave a little space between strokes occasionally, but 1, 2, 3, and so it's like this, like you're writing M or N, yeah, vertically, not like this, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
So there's a kind of rope, you know, the rope kind of. It's almost like this.
Okay.
But I think the left side is like this. It goes back, but it's just a soft, and this is harder on the right side. Let me do it in larger strokes to show you. So 1, 2. Yeah, see that? I can see the kind of twist.
Yeah, it's the leaf is curled up.
Yeah, curled leaf like this.
Mm.
And it's harder to do it directly. It's easier to draw the pattern like that. Okay, but this is the hardest part maybe. One of the
I'll work on it.
yeah, if you have the Chibai Shi book, did you bought that book?
I bought that book.
Yeah, you can check the ink usage and the strokes on his book. He probably did all in this style. Yeah. Did I show you?
I know he did because he studied the mustard seed garden
Yeah.
book. That's how he.
Yeah. Did I show you my pages by my teacher? Let me show you one more time. I think he has this tree.
Oh wow.
Let's see. Oh, here. Yeah, I remembered.
There it is.
Let me take it out of the folder so you can see. It's
So
very
they're the two kinds of the palm and the banana together.
yeah. He rearranged it. Oops, my camera just froze. Anyway, you can see it, right? My camera just frozen.
Oh.
So I have to stop here. But you can take. I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay, Henry.
thank you, Jenna.
Good. Thank you. We'll see you soon.
See you in
Next
the
month.
summer, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Have a good weekend.